Caroline and myself. And ladies, as you can see, Caroline is already changed from her yesterday's outfit. I actually made this video and not noticing that while I was fiddling with my tripod, the whole phone, the whole screen was facing the floor. So while I was changing Caroline and rambling here, you would be looking at my hardwood floor. So of course, I don't know what's up with me, ladies, lately. I'm completely out of it, ladies. The more I really want to improve my videos, the more I'm messing up. So maybe I should just go with the flow and forget about the quality, and maybe, just maybe, I will get it right. So I'm not going to rechange Caroline. You can adore her tie-dye dress, ladies, actually, because this is the dress that I planned on changing her into last week, and then my work came into it and messed up my plans and the whole schedule of changing my babies. So yes, we are a week later, but I just adore this set. And I didn't get it as a set, ladies. I got the dress and I got this little summer beanie hat with like ruffly hem, and it has this very big statement flower on. And I think it's adorable. She looks almost like, this is nice even for fall. I have the matching white cardigan. So, and I really, ladies, I have to tell you, I'm planning an outing video because Mike's not home and I still have about an hour and a half that I can spend at home. I don't have to leave the house for another hour and a half. So I may actually take Caroline for a stroll because I just adore this set. So let me just make few finishing sprays so she smells like a baby. And I paired it with a little patent, I think you call that, like little shiny sandals with bows. So she's all fancy looking, my little baby chunky girl. And I decided that I would answer finally Ines's, this little Piggy 41's tag. And it's a bonding tag, ladies, actually. And I saw so many ladies already answering it. And I planned on making an answering video last week. But as you know, my schedule, and it's just, I cannot actually, ladies, plan anything in my life beside work. So, yes, I'm going to take opportunity of being home alone, and I'm going to answer this tag for you, ladies. So, I will link Ines's channel and the original video down in my description box, ladies. And the tag that she came up with, this time it's a tag about bonding. And it's a 3-part tag. First question of this tag is, what do you do after NBOE, new box opening energy, fades to bond with your reborn? I actually, Ines, I love this term that you came up with, new box opening energy. I think it's a new scientific term for our reborn hobby. I love that. I really love that. So my answer to this would be, or to this whole tag actually, ladies, I think my answer would be completely different from what I've seen so far. Because I cannot do anything the normal way. I don't know, ladies. This is just craziness. But I'm going to tell you that when I'm expecting the baby, my new reborn, any new reborn coming into my nursery, I'm never ever excited, ladies. I am excited when the moment comes when I'm decided that I would get the baby, and I'm deciding on, I'm making final decision when it comes to sculpt. But the second I pick the baby and I pay for the baby, I'm going on this guilt trip for a few moments. It's not Well, as you can see, ladies, I'm not really an avid shopper when it comes to babies. I really try to think through every single of my purchases, because I'm really bonded to my Elise and Esme, and to Anne, of course, too, you know. So I cannot have a lot of babies, ladies, because you know, I do not have the space. I think you really do need to have a space when you want to have a wide collection of the babies. And second of all, I do not have the time or enough time to have like 5 or 10 babies. There's no way I would spend time with them, and I think this is a very expensive hobby, to buy just the baby and keep it sitting in there in a bassinet or stroller or on a shelf just because I have it. I really have this this hobby. It means an outlet to me when I need to realize this is my therapy. So I really do, I kind of want to interact with my babies. That's the whole point I got them. And to me right now 3 is a perfect number. 4 maybe, yeah, 4 would be top. I would not have time for 5 babies. And even though there are beautiful scalps out there, I know I cannot get them just because, you know. And I really like to have an emergency fund. So when I shop for my babies or for clothes or accessories, I do not use the family budget money. I use my own money which I make on eBay, selling and buying and reselling stuff. So I'm not, my babies are not paid from household funds, you know. So I really, my funds when it comes to this hobby, when it comes to babies, they are kind of limited, to be honest. And you know, I wish I could tell you they're not, but they are. So every time, and I'm the same way, it's not about only babies, this guilt thing. It's about everything. When I dream about something and I get it, and even if it's a good price, I keep questioning. And when I'm not depressed, or when I'm mentally on a very leveled you know, territory, when I'm not like stressed out at that particular time, I'm not having these guilt thoughts, you know. But if I get the baby during the time when I'm stressed out, when something comes up, or there's some situation going on at work or in the family, I tend to get, you know, stressed out, and I question everything. And I'm very undecisive. And I wish I could tell you that I knew how to decide fast. I can't. I don't. It takes me forever, ladies, to pick something, not only for me, but for anybody. Even the grocery shopping. It's ridiculous. So to me, I do not have any new box opening energy. My energy kicks in after I open the box. That is when I extremely bond with my baby, and it kind of like increases. Normally people are at the peak when they're expecting the baby. I'm not. I'm a little bit like wary. I'm trying not to be very excited, because in my life there were a lot of situations when I was excited about something and then it crashed. Something happened. Things didn't go the way that I was imagining they would go. Just life happened, and I was depressed, I was crushed, I was disappointed. So right now I think it's like a brain defense mechanism. I do not get extremely excited before the baby comes. And actually Carrie noticed it, because every time I was getting a baby, she kept asking me, are you excited? Are you excited? You do not sound very excited to me. And I'm like, I am excited, but I'm kind of trying to be careful. I know it's I don't know if I'm making any sense here, ladies, but yeah. So to me, I do not have this energy. It comes after I open the box. When everybody else is losing this energy, I'm kind of gaining it. And what do you do to keep the bond with your reborns when you get a new reborn? So I must say that I did not experience so far the thing that I would not bond with my babies, maybe except of Oliver. I don't know what was with Oliver. Maybe because he was a boy and I did not have a lot of boy outfits and I just don't know how to dress the boys, or I have no idea, lady. But with every other baby, I was happy, I was excited, and you know, I do the same thing that everybody does, I think, when they get a new baby. They spend a lot of time with that baby. I change the baby, I carry the baby around when nobody's home, and I do a lot of videos with that baby, to the point that people may think, okay, like with Ella, a lot of people, actually, I think a lot of people out in a community think that Ella is my favorite. And yeah, I adore that baby. You know, I adore my Ella. But I have to say, she's not. I love my Caroline the very same way, and I love my Annie the very same way. Maybe I bonded with Annie the different way than with my awake babies, just because she's asleep. So I interact with Annie during the different time of the day or during the different moods. Like right now, ladies, I think you can tell that I'm energized today. My bed is not killing me completely. I do not have a headache. So right now, at times like these, I interact with Ella and my Caroline because they're awake. And I feel like I can do role play, or they're just, you know, I have more fun with them when it comes to daily activities. But then when I'm not feeling well, or I'm stressed, or I'm tired, or during the evenings, my Annie is the baby that I turn to because she's asleep. She just puts me into this Zen mood, I call it. She just brings me peace. But that doesn't mean that I love her any less than my other babies. And I think I have it easy because right now I have only 3 girls. And each and every girl has the place in my nursery and has the place in my heart. So I think the more babies you have, the more time you have to dedicate to each one of these babies. And I think it's natural that, of course, if somebody has like 7 or 10 or 15 or even more babies, there's no way they can dedicate that time to all of the babies. And you know, I don't know if people have some rotation system, or maybe their feelings or bond will fade eventually, which is, I would say, that's natural thing to happen if you do not interact with a baby. So I have no idea. And that brings us to the third question. What do you do when you lose the bond or can't find the bond? Do you sell? And I would say that my question will be the very same as the question of the rest of the mommies, and I say yes, I would sell. And when I first gotten into the hobby, I thought that when you buy a baby, you buy them forever. Now, do not laugh, ladies, I really thought so. And then I noticed that a lot of mommies sold the babies. And I did not judge them or anything, but I was like, well, what's up with that? Aren't these supposed to be like our kids? I know it sounds funny, but that's how I thought this hobby worked. And then I thought, okay. And I noticed that people keep certain babies from my favorite nurseries, but then there are babies we don't see much in videos, and they kind of fade from our attention as well. And one day we learned that these babies has been sold, and it's fine. I mean, ladies, you know what? If these babies were 20 bucks, I would say, oh my gosh, don't be so picky, keep them all. But these babies are insanely expensive. They are. I know they're not Maserati cars in that kind of price, but they are expensive. In this time, in this economy, this is a very high-end hobby, let me tell ya. So, to me, keeping the baby that was $3, $4, $7, or even $1,000, $3, $4, or $700, I wanted to say, not $7, or even $1,000, or some of the ladies, they have even more expensive babies, like $1,200, $1,400, even $2,000 and more. And if you do not spend any time with that baby, or silicone babies, those are so expensive. I say sell. Find a mommy that will have fun, that will appreciate that baby, and do not lose your money like that. Because I'm not sure these babies are that kind of art that accumulates on price after some time. I think, no, I think this is exactly the opposite way. The older sculpts, the cheaper they go for. Unless they're like very limited editions of 200. But I think, you know, because usually when you collect art, the longer you have it, value increases of that piece of art. But these babies, I'm not sure about that. So I say, either you enjoy your baby, you enjoy your money, or just let the baby go. Because really, it doesn't make sense to keep the money tight and not to interact with the baby and then lose the money. And it's just, I don't know. I'm trying to be practical when it comes to money. Not to stress about every penny I spend, but also, you know, I'm adult, I have my responsibilities, so to keep my $800 tied to a baby doesn't really make sense to me. So yes, ladies, so those are answers to my tag. As you can see, here's Caroline. She's all ready for her walk, I would say. I think I'm going to put the stroller together and take the Charlie, and we will go for a short walk. And we will probably, ladies, take you along for a very short video. So thank you so much for watching my tag video, ladies. And I'll talk to you all later. Bye!